If your weekend calendar is still empty, well, that's a good thing because Mrs. Grant from 94.9 MIXfm is here to fill it up, as always, with some incredible ideas. Mrs. G, happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday. And it's going to be a great weekend weather-wise, so it's going to be a good time to be out and about, I think.
Exactly. Tremendous weather for everybody. Also, as always, great events. And this time of year is huge for Tucson because we get this huge influx of people for one thing.
The Gem Show.
The Gem Show.
The Gem and Mineral Show, excuse me, I should get that right. It's so funny how this used to be like a week-long thing, and now it goes on, and it's spread out all across Tucson. Long I-10 is really a great way to find them down near the Irvington I-10 area. Clear on up to, we had a guy call us the other day at Oracle and Lester. We said, oh, great, that must be a wholesale show. And he said, no, it's open to the public. So there's a lot of them that are open to the public now, but you really have to go online and do your research to know which ones are going to be open to you as the general public. But they're going on now through February 11th.
Yeah, such a big show. And we're seeing some of those dinosaurs now. The 22nd Street show that we said at the top. Right. Jeff Notkin is going to be here on the show a little bit later to show us some cool things, and also part of the Gem Show there. So such a great community doing these Gem Show activities. People can show up. Again, the TCC is going to have that huge event as always.
Yep,
that's
going to kick off in a couple of weeks, and that's usually kind of the wrap up for the whole thing.
Yeah,
big finale, I guess you could call it.
Big finale. And you know, speaking of big finales, there will definitely be one in a performance, sort of a circus type.
Yes,
performing thing.
Downtown, Cirque Des at the Fox Theater. If you are into acrobats and contortionists and aerial artists, I love people who are just able to do these things with just their physical strength and balance, and it's amazing. They have two shows. There's one tonight and one tomorrow night at the Fox Theater. The tickets start at just $30, so it's a good thing to go and check out on stage.
Yeah, I'd probably break my neck.
I would. I think that's why I'm so impressed with it and why I enjoy watching this stuff, because I'm just in awe of what they are capable of.
Yeah, just
the muscle control, and it's just crazy.
The focus and the practice.
Yeah.
I'd probably break out into a cold sweat, or I'd have hot flashes or something. Sort of like Menopause, the musical.
The musical, that's right. It's all about, well, I guess I should say it's the funny part about women going through the change, and they've brought this show to the Gaslight Music Hall. They've got shows today, tomorrow, and Sunday. If you've never been to the Gaslight Music Hall, it's up on North Oracle Road. Tickets are just $30. You can check them out online. But this is a great show. If you haven't seen it before, gives you a chance to laugh at the reality of life of being a woman, going through the change.
Right, going through the change, and these ladies would probably enjoy the cool temperatures inside the TCC for some hockey.
You bet they would. I know, it's so crazy when you think of Tucson, but yes, they do. They actually create ice right there in the middle of the arena downtown, and they've already done so because the first game is tonight. There's another one tomorrow night. The Tucson Roadrunners are taking on the Chicago Wolves, and tickets there just start for $12.
Excellent. Always a fun little activity to do there and go support the Roadrunners. It's grown and grown and grown, and more and more people are going, so I think it's just going to continue being so popular. And then also comedy is coming to town. A really funny guy.
Yes, Felipe Esparza, who, this is an 18 and older show, let me tell you right now. It's at Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Mine Road. I have heard some of his ads on the radio, just the clips that I've been getting. He's hilarious. His timing is great. It's all real, you know, life's comedy kind of stuff. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And maybe many of you caught him when on Last Comic Standing. He won in 2010. The tickets range anywhere from $20 to $40. So you could still do that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Out at the Desert Diamond Casino. I mean, there's something for everybody. I don't think Tucson ever really disappoints, does it?
And you can just go outside because the weather is going to be absolutely perfect this weekend.
I know. This weekend it's going to be warmer finally. We've had kind of a cold spell, and then into next week in the 80s.
I know.
Can you believe it?
It's springtime in the desert.
Right.
I mean, or for most people, it's springtime. For us, this is our winter. This is why we live here.
I know. We didn't even have any winter, really. And so the team that's going to come play the Roadrunners, they're from Chicago. I bet they're going to enjoy the reprieve from those cold temperatures here in our town. So, Mrs. G, as always, happy weekend, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Now, be sure to listen to 94.9 MIXfm every weekday morning to catch Greg and Mrs. Grant on the Morning Mix. And, of course, stream it anytime at MIXfm.com. And as always, we'd be glad to mention your event next Friday. Just send a message to our Facebook page with all the details.